I would like to read a short paragraph from Anneke Lucas's blog that she wrote in December a few months ago. It's her most recent post. And then I would like to share some of my thoughts that came up after reading it. The first time I had met the powerful American perpetrator had been in 1972, in the week leading up to April 30th, the most important calendar date for Satanists. The Bilderberg meeting that year, on the weekend before the 30th, had been in Belgium and was the context of his visit. The following year, in 1973, at age 10, I was part of these week-long Satanic festivities building towards the great celebration of the 30th, this time on an exclusive property on Lake Como, meant to coincide with the finalization of my year-long training, my induction into the cult. So I was thinking about how more and more of the shadow is coming up in our consciousness, in our collective consciousness, and we're becoming aware, and we see more and more that we were not aware was happening before. And a lot of us live normal lives with chores and errands and our own challenges and struggles and day-to-day cooking and going on trips and just everyday life. And there's this other reality where certain days out of the year, another one I'm aware of is Halloween, when these criminals commit crimes. On what they consider holidays. And so both are real and both are happening. My normal everyday life and the suffering of these children. And today April 30th is about a week away from today. And I think it's normal to feel angry and devastated and powerless and enraged and all of that. And it's probably most important for us to be there for ourselves as we experience those emotions. it's hard to wrap your mind around what will happen to what is planned to happen to certain children soon. It's hard to, it feels like it makes you feel powerless, but you feeling like that doesn't, and getting stuck in that doesn't help the children. So, first of all, I believe anything's possible. I believe it could become heaven on earth in the next minute. That's possible. And every single one of those children can be rescued. That's possible. However, so but maybe what would benefit, maybe the thing that would be of greatest benefit is for me to go within. I feel that every time I've come across more information this past year that there's this temptation I feel to get you to fight an enemy out there, outside of yourself. To draw you out of yourself and focus on something outside, an enemy outside. And if you could just control or overpower or kill that enemy, then that fixes things. So that's the allure. It's a seductive idea. But the final battle is, it's not without, it's within. And so the best way for me to be of any positive influence for those children it is the same answer for everyone. It's the same for everyone, and it's the same for me. And the answer is to go within and heal and become whole. Because once you're whole, you will cease to participate in the corrupt systems and the systems that enable them to continue. And I guess I would like to end this video with a prayer. I learned how to pray relatively recently in my life. Some people pray their whole lives. I feel I was not able to truly experience prayer until I guess a bit over a year ago, and I learned it through Yanla, through her 7-day prayer challenge. She taught me how to pray. And this was when she taught me how to pray when I felt nauseous when I heard the word God, or when I tried to use the word God, or she said, so anyone can pray. You can resent God or believe he doesn't exist, and you can still pray. And for me, it was completely transformative. So the prayer, the kind of outline, starts with acknowledgement. So it's acknowledgement, unification, confession, gratitude, like thankfulness, or thanks, giving thanks, and supplication. Okay. I acknowledge you, God, as the breath in my body. And right where I am, God is. I confess that I don't understand why those children have to suffer. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with this knowledge that these crimes against children and others will be committed soon, this upcoming week leading up to the 30th. I confess that I feel hatred toward myself for not being able to help them in any way at all. confess that I don't understand. Many things that happen until much later on, if ever. And in the meantime, I feel grief and anger and confusion. God, I thank you for loving those children, creating them, and I thank you for loving them as you always have. I thank you for Anneke Lucas having a voice and giving a voice to the people who couldn't speak and who cannot speak, and the children who cannot speak for themselves. I'm thankful that more and more of us are becoming aware of fellow human beings' experiences that we were not aware of before. And I'm grateful that they are not suffering in complete secrecy, that we can be aware of their suffering and be with them with our hearts and minds. That we could be with them and they're not alone. Thank you for them not being alone. Thank you for holding their hand. Right now, God, I would like to ask you for the courage and focus to go within and continue to do what I came here to do, what we all came here to do, which is to heal and to love and to learn. Thank you for my strong visceral feelings of hatred and anger and revulsion because those feelings allow us to then choose what we want, what we don't want, and to ask for what we want, to ask for the world that we want. Please, God, help me help them by asking for what I want, asking for the world I want, that we want. Not arguing and fighting about what we don't want, what I don't want. But focusing on creating the new earth. I let it be, and so it is. Amen and Ashe.